New day, new season. Well, what is going on YouTube and the great people of the internet? It is your boy, ThunderBuddy29 here, back today with another video. And welcome to my official review on Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 4, as that just came out over a week ago. So today in this video, I am going to be giving my full thoughts and my opinion on what I think of this new season. But before I get into that, if you guys enjoyed the videos that you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button and smash the like button down below and share this with your friends and hit that bell so you'll never miss another video. And of course, join the channel today. We would really love to have you here. But anyways, we got a lot to get into in this video, so without further ado, let's begin, shall we? Alright folks, so first things first, I think the first thing we should definitely talk about is the Battle Pass. Now, there's one thing I definitely want to say about it. It was definitely not what I expected it to be. Originally, I thought it was going to be another one of these type of Battle Passes, similar to what we saw back in Chapter 2 Season 4, where they did not use any of their creativity and it was all 100% Marvel skins. But however, this time, that was not the case. They actually did use their own creativity this time. Like, you had Jonesy wear a Captain America outfit, and you had PLE as Wolverine. Even though they both have been used a million times before, they were still at least using their own creativity, so I have to give it to them for that. It may not be on Chapter 2 Season 4's level, but it's still good in its own way. And on top of that, you had Dr. Doom return for a second time, and you also had Mysterio, which, that was an unexpected choice. I forgot he even existed. But overall, I think this Battle Pass was a huge significant improvement compared to last season, and it definitely outperformed expectations. And arguably, I think this Battle Pass did what Chapter 2 Season 4 failed to do. Now, I'm not saying that Battle Pass was completely bad. I still think the skins in that Battle Pass were good, but the only criticism I had for it is that it was all 100% Marvel skins, and none of their own creativity was used at all. It definitely caught me off guard that they decided to use their own creativity this time. And the funny part is, as soon as they start to get their act together, that's when they decide to make Battle Passes no longer exclusive. The only criticism I give this Battle Pass is just a couple skins and some of the items as well. But other than that, even though this Battle Pass is not 1,000,000% perfect, it was still a major significant improvement compared to the past few seasons, and it had definitely outperformed expectations. But what about the gameplay and the season overall? Is that any good? Well, we're just about to find out. Alright, so I think the first thing we should talk about is the map. It didn't really change that much, but the new locations that we did get were actually pretty good. My favorite one, in my opinion, is the Castle Doom location. Even though these locations are super chaotic to land in because of the mythics and all, I still think these new locations are pretty good. There's one thing that many people have been mentioning about these new locations is that they use the same art style kind of similar to Chapter 4's. I didn't really notice that until I went to go see it for myself, which I think is nice and refreshing for the game. Because consider the fact with how insanely realistic Fortnite had gotten during this entire chapter, which I think a lot of people are starting to get sick and tired of. Fortnite just needs to go back to its originality. If only the rest of the locations could have got the same treatment as the new locations, it would have been completely perfect. And the second thing we are going to talk about is of course the loot pool. The loot pool was definitely a major improvement compared to last season as well. I mean, you have the Striker AR return, and you also had the AUG return for the first time since Chapter 3. And you also had dual wield SMGs, which is honestly pretty insane. I think the loot pool is mostly decent on the most part. Well, except for the shotguns. Like, why is the hammer pump still in the game? Like, it's totally ass and the damage sucks. And the new shotgun is kinda eh. I honestly don't really care much for it. I mean, in reality, the only shotgun in the loot pool that I have absolutely no problem with is the Gatekeeper. And on top of all that, you also had a new pistol come into the game, which I think it's an okay gun, it's not that bad. But overall, I don't think they did that bad with the loot pool. If anything, it was still a major improvement compared to last season. If anything, they were definitely cooking with this season's loot pool. But the only thing that they really could have did better with was the shotguns. And the third thing we are going to talk about is of course the mythic weapons. Now, this was no shocker at all. The moment that it was announced that this season was going to be a Marvel season, I saw this coming from like 20 miles away. Of course, there was going to be Marvel Mythics this season. Why am I even mad about it? Why am I even mentioning it? One thing I will say about it is, many of these Mythics are so fucking broken and insanely overpowered. Now, just a quick honorable mention, this is the first season since Chapter 1 Season 8 where we see Captain America's shield. The first time since the Avengers Endgame LTM. Now, I'm grateful to see it return, but the only issue I have with it is all the people who are constantly spamming with it. Even though it's pretty much the same equivalence to Chapter 5 Season 1's Riot Shield, but the difference is, you can throw it and constantly spam with it, which is so annoying. The War Machine 2 was also extremely broken, especially when they were constantly spamming rockets. I honestly would not be surprised if Epic Games decide to nerf these mythics.
4 to 6 days later.
Yep, called that one.
You shitting me?
Some of the items did end up getting nerfed, which did piss off half of the Fortnite community, and the Fortnite community was once again divided. But I think that's a video for another day. Now, as a casual player myself, I supported this decision, and I think it desperately needed to be done. I know there's going to be people who are going to call me a sweat because of that. Now, for my final thoughts and conclusion, this season by far has had a pretty good start, and it's been looking pretty promising so far. But the question is it going to hold? Now, for that part, I don't really know. But knowing Fortnite in recent times, anything could pretty much happen. But I think where it's all going to really come down to is what they're going to do during the season. Like, what are the updates going to be, or what are they going to do for Fortnitemares? All that right now remains a mystery. But the only thing that I do know is that there has been a rumor that an old 2020 LTM called Heroes and Villains might be coming back sometime this season. Which I hope it does happen, because I think that's something that Fortnite also desperately needs, to bring back LTMs. Despite this season having a pretty good start, the worst part is, this is essentially Fortnite's last hope for Chapter 5. And the only thing that they really have to do is not make any major mistakes and consistently update their game. If they do that and they play their cards right, Chapter 5 might be able to end on a good note, despite how bad it has been already. Fortnite,
This is your last chance.
if Fortnite flops with this season the same way like they did in Chapter 5 Season 2, it's pretty much over. Chapter 5 would go down as the worst chapter in Fortnite history, even though it's mostly bad anyway. But not only that, it would also destroy any hope for Chapter 6 as well. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens from here on out. But what do you guys think of this season so far? Let me know in the comments, I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you guys enjoyed or agree with this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share this with your friends, and hit that bell for notifications so you'll never miss another video. Follow me on Twitter/X. I apologize for this video's delay, but I love you guys. I appreciate all the support that you've been giving me. And until next time, I will see you all in the next video. And this is ThunderBuddy29, sign off.